Alright, so here's what I'm doing with the head. Cut out my basic shape here. I'm doing some little detail lines. I'm going to darken them up so you guys can see them on camera. But I think it's going to be like an Incanthus leaf. So it'll be like round up here and it'll curve over dimensionally. And I'm going to try and run the strings under that leaf curl. So that's why I've made it so thick. So we'll draw for a little bit and then we'll see it. Alright, so there we go. Now I'm just doing this lightly, nothing serious yet because I got to cut a ton of this off the sides. I'm going to try and cut it out, bandsaw if I can. So let's knock that out. Alright, able to cut out a big chunk there so I can carve away that a little easier. Put it on a Xerox machine so I have my original drawing. So now I'm going to translate my drawing back onto here and I can start carving. So working on the heel here on this neck, I've got it mostly profiled here. I need to add a heel cap and a piece here for inside of the tea kettle. But I think what I'm going to start working on now is right here on the edge of the camera. You can see this is where the fifth peg is. I think I'm going to add a leaf detail. I wasn't planning on it when I first started cutting it out, but I'm going to work with what I got there and we'll see. If not, I just shave it off. So let's do a little carving right there. All right, so here's a better look. I cut it square before I started profiling this, and then I realized that that would be kind of a cool little feature. So I wish I had more, but I don't want to glue on a block and have a seam there. So I pre-drilled my hole. I think I'm going to have a leaf kind of curl up next to that hole instead of going over it. So yeah, so I'm going to draw out just a little thing that I'm thinking here, and we'll carve for a little while. So I'm kind of thinking of a leaf that kind of curls up over there, and then maybe curls back around here. So we'll see. Let's go. Alright, so here's the actual headstock of this banjo so far. I've got it 95% roughed out. I need some sanding. I also need to hollow out where the strings are going to go through, coming up here. But I'm going to go ahead and glue it on. That way I have something to hold on to in the vise to actually do that part. So I'll glue this on. Now I also worked a little more on this little leaf back here. It looks more like a fire or a wave just because of the wood that I had to work with. So I don't know if I want to keep it or not. We'll see. Time will tell if I want to pitch it or keep it. Okay, so let's glue up this bit. Quick interruption here. I've got most of this hollowed out. I need to clean up some of the stuff where the strings go through, drill the pegs. But I want to address right here, you just saw me kind of carve in a couple of leaves, and I thought it would be really nice to have a little flourish right here. I had some extra wood right here, and I thought that would be a good use of it. And then as I did it, I don't like it at all. So I'm going to take it off. I can always splice in a piece of wood if I want, but the reason I'm taking it off is threefold. One of these marks from the ambrosia beetle that infected this tree goes right through there, and it's pretty distracting. Two, you see the stain from the enzymes of the beetle, that gray mineral stain kind of looking stuff. You can't really see the definition of the leaves that I've carved in here like you can with where it's just pure white. So I can always splice in another piece of wood if I want. But I think right now I'm just going to take this off. Also, I didn't like the side profile with the pegs sticking out. You just see this little weird white lump. So I have a plan to do something like this down later. But for right now, I'm just going to take that off. I'm tempted to try it again. So, I don't know. Alright, change of plan. I cut all this off and I realized one of the reasons I didn't like it, if I had more wood, I wanted it to kind of flip out to match the headstock. But since I didn't have that, now I'm thinking about doing it in a super kind of low relief. And I'm going to make it a little more natural now that I have a different shape. So I think I'm going to try and carve those three little leaves right there. And I might do a little ball or spiral here. We'll see. So worst case, I just cut it off. So let's carve that up just a little bit.